Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Hyundai Elantra N-Line. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving me some time with this Elantra. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.6 liter 4-cylinder that goes through a 7-speed dual clutch. Fuel economy is 28 around town and then 35 on the highway, with power outputs being 201 horsepower and then 195 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see really kind of boxy with the design compared to what the Elantra had before. And I feel like the headlight design kind of leads to that theme. It's very futuristic looking how it goes. It's actually silver trim, but just how it kind of connects in the line. Got your N-Line badge there as well. And then I like this trim that comes across. And altogether, it has a pretty cool futuristic front end design. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235/40/18 on the front and over in the rear, and you can see here with the wheels, you got like a satin finish on them. You also have the N logo there in the center, N-Line here on the side, and then look at the lines how it crisscrosses. And then here's your full side view with the Elantra N-Line. Now taking a look at the key fob, we have our lock and unlock function. You got the remote start function as well. You got the opening for the trunk too. Now before we pop it in the trunk, you got that little popper button right there to open it up too. But anyways, space here, it's similar in size to like the Honda Civic. Actually, the Elantra is a little bit smaller. The new Civic got pretty big. But anyways, you can see you've got the pull tab thrown on the seats. You got cargo netting as well. Overall, quite a bit of storage. And plop, you can see the spoiler here on the back end, and then I love the taillight design, how it's all connected here. And then look at the exhaust tips here at the bottom, very sporty. But yeah, putting it all together, let me guys think about the looks here with the Elantra N-Line. Now taking a look at the door panel, you can see you've got this kind of like interesting trim. It's not cloth, it's kind of like a vinyl type trim maybe. But anyways, you got storage down below, and then you got this cool red stitching on the sides of the seats, and then here's the seats themselves. Legroom here in the back is good. We've got some USB ports as well. The seats are actually pretty dang comfortable. And then headroom back here, it's decent. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you've got, again, that same material here with the stitching that goes throughout. Maybe it is, it's kind of a weird texture. Anyways, all of our window controls here. You got that for the mirror adjustment. You can see some speakers for the sound system. Blind spot warning with the mirrors too. And then here's the front seat again with the stitching. You can see N right there. And then yeah, it's interesting how they've got like that on the side and then cloth down the center portion of the seat. It is power adjustable. And they actually did a nice finish on the pedals. You got the stability control there. And then it's actually soft touch on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see perforated on either side and logo there at the bottom. Paddle shifters there for the dual clutch. You got stuff like your cruise control, the steering assist, volume, voice command controls as well, all the normal practical stuff, but yeah, really cool design. And then you got your stocks there on the back. Now taking a look at the gauge cluster, you can see digital gauge cluster, which we can use to scroll through and see different bits of information on systems within the car. And just like other Hyundais, when you change the drive mode, actually gives you a little animation. And the drive mode buttons here on the side, it's pretty cool. We do have a backup camera here, which are directional lines that turn with the steering wheel, pretty standard setup. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, quick response time, easy to use as well. And like I said, nice trim on the dash, and then I like the vent design down below. Got some physical buttons here, including for the climate, dual zone climate, heated seats. And this is our charging area here with a wireless phone charging pad. Shifter here for the dual clutch, you can see this for the camera system. Then some cup holders, got your parking brake, center console. Nice trim here on the top, by the way. Speaking of storage, got the glove box, pretty normal. It's like a grab handle here, and it's kind of interesting. Control here for the sunroof, because it has one. Now here's the window sticker for the Elantra N-Line. Pretty much everything's standard. Total MSRP, $30,150. And let's see how it drives. let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood. Both the mirrors do blind spot ring. The rest of the rear. Nice feel on the headrest. It's got that same trim that's on the side of the seat. But anyways, Elantra N-Line. I'm excited for when I can review the new Elantra N. I think that'll be fun as always. But N-Line, this is the more affordable, cool Elantra, right? The everyman's Elantra N. And first off, it's quick with the gear shifts. This dual clutch is very snappy. Ride quality is not too bad. Feels sporty right off the bat. Yeah, has a sporty feel. Wow, it's fun. It's like a little sports car. I'm sure I'll get comments. It's just a Hyundai. It's just an Elantra. Go drive one. Seriously, they're fun. Steering's pretty good. Yeah, they've just done a good job with the tuning on this. Pop it into the sport mode. See what these paddle shifters are like. Wow. Quick with the response time. Yeah, look at that. This is so sporty. For a front-wheel drive commuter car. Gosh, that's quick too. Man, you hear 201 horsepower and you're like, yeah, this thing's gonna be slow. It's pretty dang quick. Big part of it though, I think, is the transmission. Man, this is a fun car. This is a fun car. No ifs, ands, or buts. Good job, Hyundai. So summing things up here with the Elantra N-Line, this kind of competes against like the Honda Civic Si. This doesn't have a manual, it's got dual clutch. But I've noticed that in cars like this, it seems like people don't want manuals. It seems like, some people definitely do, but a lot of people would rather have something like a dual clutch because they're using this car as a daily driver. They're not using it as a weekend car. And let's be real here, although manuals are glorious, it gets cumbersome sometimes, especially if you're commuting in bumper-to-bumper traffic. It's nice to have an automatic. But, an automatic that can still do fun, sporty stuff, like this car. Man, that was a blast. So, yeah, I came into this just thinking Elantra N-Line. Boring. But I leave this review going Elantra N-Line. Fun. It's exciting. It's a good-looking car. It drives well. It's reasonably priced. And it's... a good way to look at this for those of you that are car enthusiasts, it's kind of like it. I think the new Honda's a little bit too plush now to be. It's still a fun car. When I say new Honda, I mean the new Civic. It's still a fun car, but it's gotten really plush. Whereas this, it's got like a smaller feel, so it still kind of has kind of like a sportier feel compared to the Civic. That is a tight parking space. I can't believe this was here. So anyways, I'm gonna have fun pulling this in. Let me know what you guys think about the Elantra N-Line, but this is like a dual clutch Civic Si, but then kind of more fun. I like it.